Thank you so much for helping make this possible. Normally our Nutcracker budget is, like this, but to make a film, it's got to be like this. And so this wouldn't be possible without your help. And it really is an amazing golden opportunity for these small town coastal kids who don't have access to a lot of things. It's a phenomenal opportunity for them. And I think they're going to make something that they're going to be proud of their whole lives. They'll be able to watch this. And for the first time, oh, this is so cool. They get to sit in the audience and watch their own Nutcracker. Like, we never get to see what we do, ever. And they'll get to sit next to their parents and see themselves for the first time. It's going to be like...
Hi everyone, my name is Robert. I'm the director for this project. So it came to our attention that the budget is always met every year for Nutcracker through the generous help of local Brookings people and beyond. A film is a little more expensive because you have to add the film crew aspect as well as food and production days. So because that's the case, I grew this hair out for a play that I was supposed to be in that was canceled during the COVID, and it's supposed to happen later. If we meet budget, and you'll see the budget below or to the side, if we meet budget, I and the cinematographer, I'm not letting him off the hook, will cut our hair and give it to a cancer charity for children who went through chemotherapy. It has to be a certain length. Both of our hairs are long enough. That is our commitment to you. And I know that you guys will also deliver a commitment to us too. So I'm cutting my hair if you guys donate enough. So you'll see that, and I look forward to seeing you in December.
Hi everyone, my name is Brian Wolfinger. I am the cinematographer of what is soon to be the Nutcracker. So I was reached out to by Rob about 2 weeks ago, which is very short pre-production on any film that you even try to do. And he asked me how I would feel. Literally the conversation when he asked me was, how do you feel about driving across the country to do a film? I didn't think it too serious, so I was, why not? And here I am now in Oregon, Brookings, Oregon. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. I drove up from Raleigh, North Carolina to New York, picked him up with his stuff as well, and we drove all of my equipment across the country. It's breathtaking at the idea of how strong-willed these kids are and how much they're really trying to make this happen. I love my hair, I enjoy my hair, but because of the budget, I am more than willing to also do something with my hair I would not actually do, ever. And I'm willing to cut my hair if the production hits budget. These kids are willing to put so much effort in. If you're willing to put in the effort in as well, I will do anything that I can, willing to cut my hair and donate it to children in need who are going through cancer. If you would like to pick out a specific one, a society that would be beneficial or something you would recommend, I am 1000%. I will do this on video during production. Whenever this hits budget, you will see my hair get cut off. You will see his hair get cut off. And I'm more than willing to let the children do it. So that's scary, but I'm all for it. All right, well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for looking at this film. Thank you, and I pray and I thank you even more if you give $1, $2, as much as you can provide. A friendly hug would be nice too, but we can't do that. It's coronavirus. You take care, all right? Thank you.
This project was really necessary for this community, something we would be really passionate to do, and something that was really important to the people who were calling on us to do it. We brought a team of 5 people to make this happen, and we want to see it come to fruition for the students especially, also the parents and families who need this, and the community that is depending on us to deliver something meaningful for them this holiday season. So the question has come up, why did we come across the country to do this project? There's a lot of film resources in places like New York, places like Los Angeles, San Francisco, but this project needed to happen locally because COVID requires a film to be made. The question has been asked, why would we drive 3,000 miles to come and make this project happen? The first answer is, I talked to the dance teacher once, Sky Marie, and I realized how important it was for them and for the community, for the kids. I met the kids over Zoom, and once that happened, I realized that this was going to be a community effort that I could really value and stand behind. I am from a town where the Nutcracker is the biggest holiday tradition of the year. We also have something like the Festival of Lights, which for those in Brookings is an important holiday tradition. I've witnessed that get shut down because my family is really involved in those in my community, and there is no option like this in my community. The goal for this project is clear. The community and the kids need their Nutcracker, and we need to make it happen even though the challenge of COVID puts an obstacle in front of us. The budget was a huge obstacle for the whole production to make this happen, but we have all come alive with commitment to come here despite having this budget not set yet, despite the fact that the nonprofit isn't allowed to hold money on for some project like this. And that's why we have to depend on you, the community, to make this happen for the students, for the dance school, and for everyone who will get to miss out on their holiday traditions this year. As I understand it, the Festival of Lights is something that would have happened this year that also didn't get to happen this year. The Nutcracker also won't get to happen this year without your help. I come from a community where we also have a Festival of Lights and Nutcracker, and it's the biggest event of the year. And the community doesn't really come together in all of its diverse spots and from all of its diverse places until we have the Nutcracker every year. So because that is also true for this community, I am going to implore that people help out as much as they can. It doesn't matter if it's $10, it doesn't matter if it's 100 or 1,000. It takes a lot to make a film happen, and it takes a lot of, I'm just going to say the students are going to give a lot of time to make this happen, much more than a regular performance where they have the luxury of an audience. Because the sacrifices are big from the students and from the teacher and from the local community, we would really hope that people could help us make it possible for you also. And we'll be grateful for anything that makes that possible. This project would not be possible without the local foundation's efforts from Sue Wright. This project would not be possible also without Sky Marie's commitment as a teacher. And by extension, all of these students are doing things that are not normal. And we have come here basically on a leap of faith that the budget is going to happen. There is a lot of commitment at the grassroots level in this community to make this project work, not only for Brookings, but for everyone who will watch this. As we're here already, we're gonna stay here, we're gonna make this work. If you can be there with us, we're gonna be really grateful, and so will all the kids. We're here to make sure this community has the holiday experience that it deserves. We hope also that the community will be there to support the dancers, literally for buying food, literally for paying for transportation and housing for people who are working with no promise of pay yet until we follow through with the budget. We just thank you for your attention on this. We thank you for taking time to listen. We look forward to showing you something very special, and we are so excited that you're going to be a part of it. If you could look into what you can offer for this, we would be very grateful, and I know that I speak for the students as well, to say they would be very grateful to share this experience with you. Because this will be a film, it will be special because the students can watch it with their families at home. And because it's a film, it's also something that the community can show for years to come, not only for enjoyment from the holiday season, but also to enrich the artistic atmosphere that Brookings can offer, as the dance school is a very big part. So to wrap this up, I just want to thank everyone for spending the time to listen. Thank you so much for your generosity with this. We're excited to show you this project, and we're excited to have you be a part of it. Thank you very, very much for taking the time to listen, and we look forward to seeing you in December.
There's so many reasons why this is important. It's important to not disrupt the tradition of the Nutcracker that the youth have established here over the last 5 years. It's important to give the kids a voice during this time when they feel like everything's been turned upside down. I think it's going to do some great things for Brookings in that it's going to allow people to see our beautiful community in our town. We live in this little rural corner of the world that I can't wait to just share with everyone. It's such a beautiful, magical place and such a cool backdrop to do the Nutcracker. And I can't wait to take these dance scenes out onto the beach and into the woods and all across our town and show people our community that we love. And I think most importantly, just the sense of purpose that it gives our community, the youth, everyone who's come together behind the scenes, in a time where every day just runs into other days because of quarantines and what have you. It gives us a way to mark time and mark accomplishment and feel a sense of togetherness, even though we've had to be isolated a lot. It gives meaning to these kids and to our community. Thank you so much to everyone who's come together to make this possible. Thank you to our board and our dancers and dance parents and everyone who's contributed financially to make this happen. We couldn't do it without all of you. And thanks for being a part of our magical little holiday tradition.